as good as mine.
I trust your guess better than ours.
Are there any medical updates?
No, look, and obviously there's no serious things, but still, she hurt her knee, and we'll see how she feels tomorrow. We'll give her as much time as we can.
Did her scans come back clean then, or?
Well, relatively clean. That's relatively clean.
How is she feeling in terms of her own spirits?
Good.
Versus.
Yeah, good. She's tough. Look, she's any player that you've had injuries before. I think one of her superpowers is her mental toughness. So if she's able to go, she'll go.
Coach, can you just talk about the energy for the team to see her come out? I know we don't know her status, but how has it galvanized her?
Yeah, we're ready to go. Stewie's in, Stewie's out. We're ready to go. We know what's at stake here. We've got to be a desperate team. And take care. We don't want to go back to Phoenix, but they're going to come in hungry. We know that.
If it turns out that any or all of Stewart's minutes need to be allocated to somewhere else, how do you think those minutes could best be used? Which players would you use?
Yeah, I mean, a variety. We could stay big. Obviously Emma and KB probably didn't have their best games, but we have a lot of confidence in them. Izzy Harrison's been good for us. We can go that way, and we'll lean more into some of our perimeter players.
Coach, if it does come to pass that Breanna doesn't play tomorrow, how valuable now does that extra time for the reserves, their extra time during the injuries, how valuable does that
Yeah, no, big
now?
time. Look, they came in yesterday and worked out. It's about staying ready, isn't it? It's always been ready for your opportunities. You never know what's going to happen, and we know we have depth. In the playoffs, obviously everyone shortens their rotations, but if you have to lean into the depth, we're confident that they can get it done.
Coach, going back to game one, obviously Natasha had a big game on both ends of the floor. What do you want to see out of her in game two, ending Stewie's availability, or if she plays or not?
Yeah, look, Tash she was big for us. That was a big game. She typically plays really well in the playoffs. If you saw last year and the year before against us, she was very big against us. And we need that. We need, obviously, not just we know what she does defensively. She did a great job on the copper, but her ability to get downhill, make shots, and embrace the moment was top level.
Hey, Coach, this was the regular season game last year. So this Stewart isn't just somebody that you look like you have on the bench and recover.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. Like I said, she's doing okay, but we want to make sure that she's good to go in that regard. And she's, it's nice that we didn't have to play tonight. I think that helps with an extra day recovery, and we're hopeful.
You guys had an extra day, but I mean, even if she doesn't play tomorrow, how much is it about just buying her time, getting the job done tomorrow, so then you don't have to go back to Phoenix and focus on?
No, we'd never put any player in a situation if they weren't ready to go in that regard, and that's why I said we'll give her as much time. We don't know the answers to that yet, so we're hopeful, but it'd be nice just to get it done, to get extra time tomorrow. Otherwise it's back to back to back to back. Straight after that, you go into the second round.
How have you seen the other members of the Big Three, Jonquel and Sabrina, how have they stepped over this past couple of days with one of the trio out?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have great leadership all around the place, and especially those, you have to lean into the experiences we've gained from last year and the adversity we faced there, and this year as well too. So, Tash is a leader, they're all leaders. They know what's at stake. We know what we're trying to accomplish here. It's great that we could get the win in Phoenix. Now we have to take care of our home court.
What is it like playing at home in a playoff game, and how can the fans potentially help with the energy if Stewie's playing or not?
Nothing better than our home fans. I mean, the best fans in the WNBA, just how loud they are, but we've got to come out and it's playing with that urgency. It's the closeout games are always the hardest, I say, and but that's why we have to have that desperation, and I think our energy, certainly we can lean into what they bring, because we're going to need it. I think that's why we have home court advantage.
On that more day off, what's your thoughts on the one-on-one first round format, playoff format?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it should be best of 5, really. I mean, with how great this league is now. We're lucky that we have an extra day in between. It would have been really hard if it was just one day. It would be really hard if it goes to game 3, because we have to go back on the other side of the country and then play another game. It is what it is this year, so I'm sure we'll talk about that in the off-season.
Do you think the format disadvantages a particular team going the other?
It was 2-1 last year, I suppose. maybe it would have disadvantaged the team if you lose. That's the thing. You have to go and win on, if you have to go to game 3, you have to win on someone else's home court. So there's pros and cons on both, isn't it?
In game 1,
Let me go to here. Here we go. Chaz had one.
Sorry. No,
You can go.
Yeah. The team spent around a month without Stewie, and there were a lot of struggles.
Yeah.
And it was just, it seemed like there was like this wait, like until we get her back. I guess I just wonder how much do you think the group learned about what needs to be done without her?
Yeah, it's the playoffs now, and I think we know how physical we need to come out, the urgency we need to play. That every possession count. We were great on the rebounding in the last game. Great, we have to take care of the turnovers now, and maybe foul a little less on the shooters. But we've been there and done that. At least it's not like if Stewie doesn't play tomorrow, at least we've experienced a lot, haven't we? And it's playoffs, so if you can't get up to that, there's no time you can get up to that.
Defensively, are you seeing what you need to from the team and specifically from Jonquel Jones?
Yeah, I thought, she rebounded the ball extremely well. I know she didn't score so much here too, and they really put a lot of emphasis on her, but her rebounding was great for us. Her rim protection was great when we really needed it. I thought she did overall have a really good defensive game. You could hear her talk. She's guarding AT. I thought she defended her extremely well. Now it's to get her some little more easy looks on the offensive side.
Junior time and insight, thank you.
When it comes to like Emma Meesseman and KB and I guess even a little bit of Leo, we saw Leo definitely settle in as the game went on. But Emma and KB, was that kind of just about like getting off the jitters of game 1 maybe a little bit?
Yeah, we have full confidence in them. Yeah, it wasn't their best game, but they've shown some really great moments for us this year, and that's what we're going to lean into is those moments. And obviously, just go out there and play your game, and don't be hesitant in everything that you do. We got to be on the front foot, and we got to believe, and we're not. Stay true to what our identity is.
Thanks, Sandy.